Greene from Olive Knits here, and I'm excited to talk to you about the Pixel Beanie. If you love to play with colors in your knitting, this is a really fun project. It's also a very mindless, repetitive stitch pattern. Once you get the hang of it and you've done a few repeats, it kind of sinks in and you don't really have to babysit the pattern a lot until you get to the decreases. So I want to show you a couple of color choice ideas because you can go as bold and graphic as you like, or you can go with a more subtle, lighter contrast color combination. Really, the sky is the limit and it looks great either way. So I wanted to talk you through my process for choosing colors, and that is called 2 neutrals and a pop. So in the first example that I showed you, this one right here, my main color is this medium blue, but I also have a light gray and a cream. So the gray and the cream are my neutrals and the blue is my pop of color. So if you have other color choices, you can go as outlandish as you like, or you can stay kind of safe. This is just my little recipe for choosing color combinations because I like to see this stitch detail. It's really quite fun, and it's the inspiration for the name Pixel because when you sort of stand back and look at it, it reminds me of the fuzz, the static that used to be on the TVs when it was late at night. This is going to age me, but it was late at night and there were no more shows on and it would kind of have static or computer screen pixels. So that kind of all over sort of static texture is what we are going for. So in order to create that, you want to be able to see some definite contrast between your colors. You can definitely see the difference here versus here. These are more subtle. So you see an overall texture, you see some of the variation in color, but these are a lot more similar. So there's not as much distinct stitch definition that you see if your colors are more different and have a little bit more contrast. So 2 neutrals and a pop. These are not the only kinds of neutrals you can do. I happen to sometimes think that yellow can be a neutral, and you may have a color in your palette that is a neutral for you, like a pink or something like that. But if you go with something like a white, a cream, a beige, and then a medium, or this is fairly light, so light or medium neutral, we could even go as dark as this, then you can really bring on whatever color pop you like. If you want to go bold with an orange, you could go with a yellow, you could go with a blue, you could add a purple. So when you stick with 2 neutrals and then just throw in 1 pop, you're guaranteed to have a combination that's going to work, and you're going to get a look that's a lot like this. You can even do 2 darker neutrals where you don't have a cream at all. You have a light and a medium in the same color family, and then you can still throw in your pop of color. And that works too. So look in your stash. This is a great stash buster. And if you have some good combinations there, you will have fun playing with this stitch pattern and kind of watch it unfold and see how you like it. If you do want to go with something a little more subtle, then consider choosing colors that are in the same color family and they're just different depths of color. So these 2, they're even different types of yarn, and that's okay. When you're creating something like a beanie like this, you have some flexibility. So you can mix and match some things from your stash if you would like, but you might think of something with 2 shades from the same color family, and then in a sense your pop color is a neutral like cream or white or gray, something like that, depending on whether you want it to be a little on the brighter side or a little on the darker side. See how that works? You could also do something in the pink family. And again, we're just thinking about yarns that have similar tone, similar color family, just different depths of color. So this is obviously darker, and that will really bring this together and create a gorgeous cohesive fabric. And then you can just add that pop with a neutral to tie it all together. Or like I said, if you'd rather go with something a little darker and moodier and more mysterious, you could choose a darker neutral like this charcoal here. So be searching your stash for something that inspires you, and I cannot wait to see your fun color combinations. Enjoy, and let's get stitching.